then I got a job with Whitman and Howard Engineers after graduating from GSD. And with them, that was the era when a lot of baby boomers were going to school and a lot of schools were being built. And so I did a lot of site planning work for various new schools while I was with Whitman and Howard. Then after a year, I went to the Architects Collaborative, and that was a good experience. There were a lot of course, wonderful architects there I worked with, and I did some schools and some commercial projects. I worked on the gatehouse to Baghdad University. That had to be done for a deadline because they were trying to celebrate a new government then. And so I stayed up all night doing the grading and the layout for the gatehouse project, which was then sent off to Baghdad, and I guess it was built. And then later, of course, that whole team went to Rome, but I wasn't part of that. I just worked on the gatehouse. Well, TAC was pretty nifty for women in those days because Norman Fletcher's wife was an architect. She was a partner. Chip Harkness' wife, Sally, was a woman, an architect, and she was a partner. So there was no question but what, women were part of the scene at TAC. There weren't a lot of women on the staff because, of course, at that time, there were not a lot of women graduating from the programs. But I worked for Sally Harkness and Chip, and I worked for Norman Fletcher's wife, who was very nice. It was an enjoyable experience because of the fun things that were going on. The only thing that troubled me a trifle was that I felt that the people in charge were really interested in the building, and the landscape didn't get that 100% support that sometimes I get now. But I wasn't getting that, and I just thought, gosh, this is all about the building, and I want to say something about the landscape, and I'm not quite getting the opportunity. So I was moonlighting for projects for various friends, and the moonlighting was taking my evenings and weekends, and I thought, gosh, maybe I could just quit and do my own thing, which I did.